Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Don Leach. I am the Cabinet Secretary and Clerk of the Executive Council. I extend to all those present here today and everyone else a virtual welcome to the Manitoba Legislative Building for the swearing-in ceremony of new ministers. Today marks the beginning of an exciting chapter for these ministers in their new roles. While we could not accommodate a live audience due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, it certainly does not reduce the importance of why we are here today. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the Honourable Richard Chartier, the Administrator of the Province of Manitoba. Please take your seats. Now, just a few words about what will happen next. The swearing-in ceremony is for new ministers entering Cabinet and for ministers with changing portfolios or departments and ministers with changing responsibilities. Ministers will be introduced and called forward by the Premier. Ministers will either swear or affirm their oath. New ministers will have 3 oaths. The first is their oath of allegiance to the Crown. The second is their oath of office as a member of the Executive Council for the Province of Manitoba. And the third oath is for their department and its legal duties and responsibilities. After the oath is signed by the new minister, it is then signed by the administrator. And it is at that point, when the administrator signs the oaths, that the individual becomes a minister of the Crown with all the duties, obligations, and responsibilities as a member of the Executive Council for the Province of Manitoba. So that is, for the 3 new ministers, a very exciting moment. It's now my privilege and my honour to call upon the Honourable Heather Stefanson, Premier of Manitoba, who will be introducing each of the members in turn. Premier.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Good afternoon, everyone, and I welcome you here today for the swearing-in of Cabinet. On this important day, it is my pleasure to announce the following new members of the Provincial Cabinet. The Honourable Eileen Clark, Minister of Municipal Relations.
I, Eileen Gwendolyn Clark, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, according to the law, so help me God. I, Eileen Gwendolyn Clark, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill duties and requirements of the office of Executive Councillor for the Province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favour, so help me God. I, Eileen Gwendolyn Clark, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and the requirements of the office of Minister of Municipal Relations for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor. So help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Clark. The Honourable Doyle Puniuk, Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure.
I, Doyle Puniuk, do solemnly swear that I faithful and bear true allegiance to the Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and her successors according to law, so help me God. I, Doyle Puniuk, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and be the best of my knowledge, abilities to perform and fulfill duties and requirements of the office of the Executive Councillor for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I continue to hold the office without fear or favor, so help me God. I, Doyle Puniuk, do solemnly swear that I duly, faithfully, and for my best knowledge and abilities to perform and fulfill duties and required of the office of Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold the office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Puniuk. The Honourable Scott Johnston, Minister of Seniors and Long-Term Care.
I, Scott Johnston, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, according to law, so help me God. I, Scott Johnston, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability perform and fulfill duties and requirements of the office of Executive Councillor for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor, so help me God. I, Scott Johnston, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Seniors and Long-Term Care for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Johnston. The Honourable Andrew Smith, Minister of Sport, Culture and Heritage, Minister responsible for the Manitoba Centennial Centre Corporation, and Minister responsible for Travel Manitoba.
I, Andrew Smith, do solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs, and successors, according to law. I, Andrew Smith, do solemnly affirm that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill duties and requirements of the office of Executive Councillor for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor. I, Andrew Smith, do solemnly affirm that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Sport, Culture and Heritage, Minister responsible for the Manitoba Centennial Centre Corporation, Minister responsible for Travel Manitoba, for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor.
Congratulations, Minister Smith. The Honourable Cliff Cullen, Minister of Economic Development, Investment and Trade, and Deputy Premier of Manitoba.
I, Clifford James Cullen, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Economic Development, Investment and Trade for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Cullen. The Honourable Kelvin Goertzen, Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Keeper of the Great Seal of the Province of Manitoba, and Minister responsible for Manitoba Public Insurance.
I, Kelvin Goertzen, do solemnly affirm that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Keeper of the Great Seal of the Province of Manitoba, Minister responsible of the Manitoba Public Insurance Corporation for the Province of Manitoba, to which I've been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor.
Congratulations, Minister Goertzen. The Honourable Cameron Friesen, Minister of Finance and Minister responsible for Manitoba Hydro.
I, Cameron Scott Friesen, do solemnly affirm that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Finance, Minister responsible for Manitoba Hydro, for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor.
Congratulations, Minister Friesen. The Honourable Scott Fielding, Minister of Natural Resources and Northern Development, and Minister responsible for Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries Corporation.
I, Scott Bradley Fielding, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Natural Resources and Northern Development, Minister responsible for Liquor and Lotteries Corporations for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold the office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Fielding. The Honorable Rochelle Squires, Minister of Families, Minister responsible for accessibilities, Minister responsible for status of women, and Minister responsible for Francophone affairs.
I, Rochelle Jeanette Squires, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Families, Minister responsible for accessibility, Minister responsible for Francophone affairs, and Minister responsible for the status of women for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor. So help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Squires. The Honorable Jeff Wharton, Minister of Environment, Climate and Parks, and Minister responsible for Efficiency, Manitoba.
I, Jeff Wharton, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Environment, Climate and Parks, and Minister responsible for Efficiency, Manitoba, for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and as so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Wharton. The Honorable Reg Helwer, Minister of Labour, Consumer Protection and Government Services, Minister responsible for the Public Utilities Board, and Minister responsible for the Civil Service.
I, Reg Helwer, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Labour, Consumer Protection and Government Services, Minister responsible for the Civil Service, Minister responsible for the Public Utilities Board, for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Helwer. The Honorable Sarah Guillemard, Minister of Mental Health and Community Wellness.
I, Sarah Guillemard, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Mental Health and Community Wellness for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor. So help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Guillemard. The Honorable Wayne Iwasco, Minister of Education and Early Childhood Learning.
I, Wayne L. Iwasco, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Education and Early Childhood Learning for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Iwasco. The Honorable Derek Johnson, Minister of Agriculture.
I, Derek Johnson, do solemnly affirm that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of the Minister of Agriculture for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor.
Congratulations, Minister Johnson. The Honorable Audrey Gordon, Minister of Health.
I, Audrey Gordon, do solemnly swear that I will duly, faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of Minister of Health for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Gordon. The Honourable John Reyes, Minister of Advanced Education, Skills and Immigration.
I, John Real Reyes, do solemnly swear that I will duly and faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform and fulfill the duties and requirements of the Office of Minister of Advanced Skills and Immigration for the province of Manitoba, to which I have been appointed, and so long as I shall continue to hold that office without fear or favor, so help me God.
Congratulations, Minister Reyes. And continuing in his portfolio, the Honourable Alan Lajamodiere, Minister of Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations. Congratulations, Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your new provincial cabinet. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I look forward to working with you moving forward. Lastly, I want to acknowledge Kathy Cox, Ron Schuler, and Ralph Eichler, and thank them for their service and dedication to the people of Manitoba. Thank you very much.
So congratulations to all the ministers who were sworn in today. Please rise for the departure of the Administrator. Please be seated. This time, I call upon the Premier to give a closing statement. Premier?
Thank you very much. So excited to work with each and every one of you, so proud of each and every one of you for the incredible work that you have done and previous roles that you've held, but now is time for us to work together moving forward. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Again, congratulations to all of you for this today, and we really are. This is the first day of the rest of our lives. We're going to do this together. Thanks very much, everyone, for taking on your roles. One of a Premier's greatest responsibilities is to assemble a cabinet to govern on behalf of the people of Manitoba. That requires listening to Manitobans about what they want and need from government, including what strengths and skill sets they want in their cabinet ministers. I have heard from Manitobans across this great province, and they want a cabinet that acts with integrity and compassion and that always puts its citizens first. And my message to Manitobans is this: the people who we have assembled before you today are compassionate leaders who are ready to govern for you, to focus on your livelihoods, your families, and your communities, to continue to address COVID-19 and to focus on economic recovery and growth. This team, our team, understands that Manitobans are tired of the pandemic. Just like you, we want our children in school, our businesses open, and our hockey arenas and places of worship fully operating again. We can only do this with your help. Now more than ever, we need Manitobans to focus on the fundamentals. Get vaccinated, recharge your immunity with a booster shot, and reduce your close contacts. Follow the public health orders with the knowledge and confidence that we will get through this together. Just like you, our team also understands that we must strengthen our healthcare system. We need more capacity in our hospitals and intensive care units, and we need to enhance care for our seniors and those with mental health and addictions challenges. That requires caring and dedicated leadership. Going forward, I am proud that our government will have 3 hardworking and compassionate individuals providing health leadership where it is most needed. The Minister of Health will strengthen and realign healthcare resources to manage COVID-19. And she will work with our surgical and diagnostic task force to clear the backlog so Manitobans can stop waiting and start living. The Minister of Mental Health and Community Wellness will work with community organizations to better treat the addictions and mental health challenges that have been exacerbated by pandemic restrictions. And the Minister of Seniors and Long-Term Care will work tirelessly to protect the dignity and independence of our seniors. That includes continued implementation of every recommendation of Dr. Lynn Stevenson's review of long-term care. We recognize that businesses have suffered as a result of COVID-19 pandemic. That's why we continue to offer supports to get them through these challenging times. Last month, we launched a $22 million sector support program to help businesses respond to capacity limits, bringing our total pandemic business support to $650 million. And in December, we reported the second lowest unemployment rate in Canada, with 86,100 jobs recovered since the peak of the pandemic. But we don't just want to recover from COVID-19. We want to unlock Manitoba's true economic potential. Our Minister of Economic Development, Investment and Trade will attract capital through a new Manitoba Venture Capital Program and enhance coordination of economic development throughout government. It is time that government work at the speed of business, and our new minister will do exactly that. Throughout my time in government, I've had the honor of meeting with Indigenous leadership from northern Manitoba and across our great province. What I have heard from them is that good jobs and economic growth are critical to advancing reconciliation. Our new Minister of Natural Resources and Northern Development will work to unlock Manitoba's amazing potential for mining development, restoring our previous reputation as one of Canada's most attractive jurisdictions for exploration and development. And our Minister of Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations will have a renewed focus on jobs and growth. And he will work collaboratively with First Nations, Métis, and Inuit leadership, his cabinet colleagues, and the federal government to create new economic opportunities for Indigenous youth and families. To Manitoba parents, I want to say to you that I know how much you have been through during this pandemic. You have juggled remote learning for your kids with Zoom meetings and shift work. You have found childcare and then canceled it on short notice. You have put your kids in activities and then pulled them out when the case counts surged. We recognize that in many cases your children have struggled. They have missed out on sports, music, and other activities that are so important for their development, and they simply do not learn as effectively behind a screen. We know parents and children need extra care and support, which is why we have created a refocused Ministry of Education and Early Childhood Learning. Our new dedicated minister will work to improve outcomes for school-age children and youth and provide better access to childcare for working families. Our minister will ensure that education and childcare meet your needs as parents and provide your children with a strong foundation to success. In closing, I want to acknowledge that these are tough times for Manitobans. None of us have ever been through anything like this, and we never, ever imagined that it would last this long. But I want you to know that this team will continue to invest in our healthcare system, in our businesses, and in our schools, and we will get through this pandemic together. And we encourage you to keep following the fundamentals, get vaccinated, recharge your immunity with a booster shot, and reduce your close contacts. This team knows that Manitobans will never give up in the face of this virus, and neither will we. We are committed to doing things differently. We will lead Manitoba out of this pandemic and into a time of reconciliation and recovery, and we will be with you every step of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, your new cabinet. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Premier. So this concludes today's ceremony. I want to thank all the Manitobans who joined us virtually today. I'm going to ask ministers to exit to the door to my left, and the new ministers exit to the door to my right and proceed to room 204. The ceremony is completed. Thank you.